Okay, so for this assessment, what you're going to be doing is you're going to read this prompt, which is why do athletes have a harder time breathing when they compete at higher altitudes? It means up higher, above the land, right? Like how you see here, in a mountain would be a lot higher up than it would be, say, on a beach, right? Okay, so read the statements A and B below and select the one that you think is most accurate to explain why athletes have a harder time breathing when they compete at higher altitudes. Explain why you think this statement accurately answers the prompt. Support your thinking by explaining what causes molecules in the air to behave this way as you travel higher up in altitude. Okay, so do you think it's A, the air at high altitudes is more dense, so it's harder to breathe? Or B, the air at higher altitudes is less dense, so it's harder to breathe? So something I would definitely do if you have trouble responding to this is go back to this text where it's talking about um, molecules and how they behave as you go higher up in altitude. And I would also make sure you go back to this text describing what happens as you go higher up in Earth's atmosphere layers. So the statement that you think best answers the prompt is A or B. Pick one, and then you're going to support your thinking by explaining what causes molecules in the air to behave this way, either to be more dense or less dense, right? Think about how heat works when you're closer to the Earth's surface than when you go higher above it. What happens when molecules start to go higher up in altitude? Do they start to get more compact, more dense, or do they start to spread out more? If they spread out more, are there less molecules of oxygen you can breathe in or more? Um, So those are all things that you would be explaining here to support why you think either A or B is accurate.